Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna here. Basically, we are discussing on the topic that is city creation. City creation. Basically, we are discussing on the topic that is India account. In India account, basically, we are discussing on the topic that is SBI account, Amazon account, and after 2 days, basically, the earthquake is going to. After 2 days, basically, the earthquake is going to. So that topic actually it's ongoing. So one of the person told that Sunil, basically, when you basically were in Bangalore, basically, that time you have informed to police basically that you are not getting job due to some personal reason. Yes, basically, I have informed them. Basically, I have informed to police. Then what police has told? Then police basically told that that is not our duty, basically. And they actually, when basically I returned the complaint, basically that time uh, they actually throw that complaint into dustbin, basically. Throw that complaint into dustbin, basically. Will not able to believe that, basically. So this is Indian police department, basically. I am not telling that basically entire police department is like this. But that was Mumbai Police Department basically, and one Bangalore Police Department. Both basically throw the complaint basically in dustbin. So one of the person told that, यार ये क्या है मतलब? Which kind of police your Indian nationality is? One of the satellite group basically asked the question basically. If person basically is not getting job, if he is basically not getting job, companies basically are creating him problem. So where he is going to go basically? There are some personal basically things basically which is happening. In that basically everything is basically everybody has jumped. In that basically police also basically supported that group basically. Let Sunil Nair basically die. Let police told that let Sunil Nair die. That police department told basically. When basically I had done the complaint in Bangalore and Mumbai city. And here basically also Bangalore in Vadodara city also I have done the complaint. That is Sayajira Gaikwad city basically. So one of the person told ये कैसा है यार मतलब which kind of police here basically in India. Then police told that basically that is not हमारी मतलब हमारी जवाबदारी नहीं है भाई. If you are not getting job, then basically Sunil R Nair told that basically if by chance Sunil R Nair basically is not getting job, like lots of things basically happen, something basically happens to him, so you will be responsible. Sunil R Nair basically asked the question. Then they told that basically sorry basically we are not responsible. We will close the chapter and we will get relief basically. Harsh. Sunil R Nair basically died. Now complaint basically nobody is going to do the complaint. So that is also basically different point basically. So here basically we are not discussing in to that basically, but this is fact about the police department. That is the Hindustan police. They are like this only basically. From this case basically, from I had done the complaint against the police and the companies, the police Naukri dot sorry the job portals. They have not given me the job basically. They are basically telling that few companies basically are telling basically few companies are telling that basically I can't see your resume only. That is the job portal basically are hiding my resume basically. That is also point na basically. One person told up to this level basically. Sunil, I can't see your resume basically. So why basically is not able to see the resume? That is also question basically. So few people say that in this you are not getting job. Now the police is also involved equally basically. Because if you have not done anything, then also basically they will say that basically you have done this, you have done that, you have done this. Because I will take one example basically, you will not able to believe that basically. This is a real example basically. One person basically got a marriage. He basically his marriage basically was not success, so he basically done the divorce case. This is real story. Basically, what is police that basically I'm telling you. When he basically done the case basically in court basically, his case actually was of what divorce. When basically he has done, when his friend basically done the inquiry na, that time do you know basically what case was ongoing, that he has done some murder basically. So the divorce case converted into murder basically. That he has done some murder. So due to that basically he was a software professional. He was not getting the job basically. So when he done the inquiry that time his friend basically done the inquiry. Then he told that भाई तूने कोई murder वर्डर किया है क्या? Then he told that no re baba. I have never basically done anything to any of the people basically. I have never slapped any of the people only. Then how I can do the murder? So he told that basically your murder case is ongoing in the court basically. And in that basically police department also basically say that basically you have done the murder. So murder is what basically? 100 crore people died in corona. That is actually murder. That is called as a murder basically. This was not murder basically. So one of the person told that this is police department here basically. When one person basically searching for job, he's telling that basically get out from company basically. Police department basically are supporting this. Currently actually war is ongoing. So that is basically that basically police are now basically fighting with each other. So that is basically different. That also we are going to discuss basically. Because in India basically, India is also basically lots of things are basically happening badly basically by the police department. So police department is like this basically. One of the person told that this is police department of India basically. So you can't accept anything from police basically. If anybody is basically doing slap, मारा मारी कर रहा है, you basically can't go to police and basically say that भाई ये मेरे को मार रहा है. Then police will say that police also will give one thing basically. So that is India police basically. And not India police, the Asian police. Because entire Asia is one. Pakistan police, Bangladesh police, Indian police, each a Sri Lankan police, that all are basically one. So here basically we are not discussing into detail, but this is the reality basically. This is the reality fact basically. That person basically divorce case was ongoing. He was a software professional. He basically has done murder basically. That case basically was registered in the court basically, and that case still basically is ongoing. Due to that basically he was not able to get the job basically. Currently topic is which ongoing. After 2 days basically the earthquake is going to come. Sorry, big earthquake is going to come. That topic was actually is ongoing. In that basically we are discussing this topic. Then basically one person was like, you have done any murder here basically. Then he told them no basically because that was human resource group department basically. They tracked basically. Because whenever you are doing some searching job for the job, you want to enter into company, the company check the legal department also. In legal basically anything basically issue basically is happening against that particular person. In that basically they track that basically he has done the murder basically. He was shocked basically, yeah, basically. Which kind of department basically are there? So here basically in India basically if you have money, if you have power, you can do anything basically. So this was the example basically. This was the example that murder case was ongoing basically against that particular boy basically. But he has not done the murder basically. So he was shocked basically, yeah, basically. What actually have the police department is, what is the legal department, how basically the human resource department. Actually the problem was human resource department basically want one he actually one of the company told that basically one of the company owner basically told him get out basically throw that particular person basically outside the company. So that he told. So in that basically the set of groups basically are connected with that particular company. He was basically very rich person. That group basically told that basically how we can do it. So they basically done one plan basically. In that plan basically they basically done one marriage, and that marriage group was basically some mafia group basically. So that mafia group basically, do you know what they have done? They basically registered one divorce case. In that divorce case basically they converted into murder case basically, and currently basically the murder case is ongoing in court basically. In police department also basically FIR is there basically that particular person done has murder. But really murder was not there. Really murder was not there. So one person told the police department ऐसा है. He was shocked basically. Yeah. So this is basically Indian courts, that if basically one person tells that basically throw that person basically out. So you are basically doing this whole thing basically. Doing first marriage. And here the main thing is police department say that basically we finish our proof also. So in that basically they had done the marriage with the HIV AIDS girl. And that girl family basically told that basically that probably this person basically might create problem to hum in to us basically in future. So they basically done his nasbandi also. They have done nasbandi also of that particular person. So you can just able to imagine basically. They have done the nasbandi also. So see basically that person basically died. मतलब मर गया वो लड़का मर गया basically. Nothing basically happened. He actually died basically बेचारा. What he will do? He can fight with the entire government. He can fight with the Indian police department. He can fight with the court department, that is Supreme Court, High Courts. He can fight with the Bollywood groups. He can't fight basically. He died basically. बेचारा वो मर गया बेचारी. So one of the person told that this is police department basically. So which kind of Indian police department are there basically? Then one person told that person who told he was connected with the Delhi police commissioner, Mumbai police commissioner, Madhya Pradesh police commissioner, Delhi, Bihar, every police commissioner basically was knowing him basically. So this plan basically was actually done by one police commissioner basically, Indian police commissioner, and this is reality fact basically. In this Bollywood group also supported that group. So that was very shocking here basically. मतलब ऐसा है पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट, ऐसा है मतलब कोर्ट डिपार्टमेंट. द अमेरिका बेसिकली टोल्ड दैट ये सुनील बेसिकली वेयर यू आर स्टेइंग हियर बेसिकली, इन विच काइंड ऑफ कंट्री बेसिकली यू आर स्टेइंग. The America basically told that basically this kind of thing basically happened to you, and you are basically blaming us that I have done anything basically. Then few American people told that actually we have told that basically to do this type of thing basically. That's why basically they have done. So the American group also basically shocked basically that America is also doing this type of activity. They were also shocked basically from this after watching this video basically. Then they started investigating why basically they had told this basically that kill that particular person. So the investigation started. So one of the person told there, when you basically are not getting job, you basically where you will go here basically. Where you will do the complaint basically. You can't go to God temple. God will say that basically you try basically we will say basically what we can do basically. The job portal basically are telling that basically give money basically give money. They are basically one person is telling that give money. Another portal groups are telling that give money. Like this basically everybody is selling give money give money. So that person child basically tracked basically into that basically. And this is one chain basically. So one person told that Indian police department are like this basically. From satellite basically one of the person told that. Then they told that basically Indian police department told that no sir, so sorry basically we are not like that. That was actually told by one of the businessmen basically. That's why we had it. Because we have proof also that he has told that. Then he told that basically I had told by I actually was got some information from America, and America told that basically do this type of activity. So that's why we have done that basically. So this circle basically keeps on moving. Basically. So one of the person told that this is actually I think you can't basically blame the entire Indian police department. It might be some problem of some few police department basically. But police department says that that is not our duty basically. Job searching, job companies basically not done. We are controlling basically. Then one of the satellite person to the when war will start basically that time basically you have to involve. Na, basically. That time basically you have to involve basically. That time basically you will say that basically sorry basically this is not our duty. He's going to tell that basically. So one of the person told that this is the future basically. So do you think basically this is going to happen? So here basically we are not discussing what is that, what is this, what is this. So I'm just displaying basically the fact about the Indian Police Department. They are that's why basically they are that. They basically they say that basically we are that's not our duty. But then when war will start, that time basically they are doing going to tell basically sorry we are this is not our duty. So that time Indian Police Department, that is the Bangalore Police and Mumbai Police and the Vadodara Police told that basically Sunil you die basically. This was told by Police Department. So you will not able to believe that basically. And this is fact basically. This is fact. So this is the fact about the Indian Police Department and their group. That are the mafia groups. So one other person told that if basically you have not got job in Mumbai, that was basically the Bollywood department's duty. Basically, you were supposed to get the job. They have not helped you because they say that basically यहाँ तो भाई more than 1 lakh people basically comes daily. So we can't basically give job to everybody. Everyone basically we can't give the job. So like this, they basically started like this, telling. So each and every people basically give the excuse basically. So there are more than basically I think 5 lakh software company. There was not a single chair basically for Sunil Nair basically. That was told by one of the satellite person basically. In Bangalore basically there are more than 6 to 7 lakh companies basically small big companies software company. There was not a single chair basically for Sunil Nair basically. Bangalore city basically. So that is basically shocking basically things basically. So this is called actually what? This is called as a dadagiri basically. Dadagiri means we will not give job means we will not give job basically. In this police department also supporting this basically. In the when war will start basically that time basically company everything is going to end basically. Nothing is going to stay basically in Earth planet. Then everything basically is going to create again basically. So one of the person told that this is India basically. And you are supposed to leave India long before basically. Because in India basically peaceful people basically can't stay basically. The people who are believing in peace, they basically can't stay in India. They have to leave immediately basically India. Basically. That is Indian Police Department. That is Supreme Courts. That is High Courts. That is governments. They are not allowing you to stay as a peace life basically. So one of the person told that you can just imagine basically how the life is basically. One person basically searching for job. He is doing complaint in police, this, that, each and every asking friends basically he is asking this, that, each and every place basically he is asking for job. But nobody basically is helping. Few people basically say that we will help basically, but they will do bejati basically. Why? because this was told by one of the person basically. That's why basically we are doing bejati to you. So few people says that what is the root of this basically? Where actually the root problem is basically. So one of the person told that where might be the root basically? What is the root cause of this basically? Whenever basically each and if you do complain to anyone basically, for example, assume that basically I was in one of the institute, somebody done complain of me basically that sir iska communication ठीक नहीं है, we want to change this person basically as a teacher basically. So that time basically I have taken that as a positive point basically. I have basically not done anything bad to that person basically who actually done complain of Sunilar Nair. And when basically I had given interview for overseas, that time basically the reason was of rejection. Sunil Nair communication basically is not good. So I had taken that as a positive basically. So few people says that think positive basically. Then basically one of the person told that Sunil basically we had done basically complaint to chief minister basically. Then Sunil Nair told that yes basically I had done the complaint to just a minute I will just clear everything basically. Because when war will start then basically lots of things will create problem there. So I had done complaint to this chief minister basically also that basically I am not getting job. So can you please help me basically for job? There was no response basically. We're not able to believe that basically. And people says that think positive basically. So you can just imagine the relationship. Think positive. So just imagine basically. So one person told that एक मतलब when basically somebody basically from satellite group basically asked the question, have you done the complaint to देश का प्रधानमंत्री? Then this is the देश का प्रधानमंत्री. See basically from satellite you see basically how is looking देश का प्रधानमंत्री. See basically he is the देश का प्रधानमंत्री and he also basically done nothing basically because I have mailed the prime minister office also that I am not getting the job basically. So few people say think positive basically. Think positive. So here what is the now topic? The topic is 1 lakh project basically which has done by the software companies, and here basically they are telling that basically we are going to generate one lava data basically which is going to dump into that particular area, and that area from that area we are going to supply the power supply chain basically, and from that basically power supply chain 10 crore projects are going to be created. How many crore? 10 crore projects basically are going to create. So we will write here 10 crore. So from that lava basically which is created by 1 lakh projects, they are going to create 10 lakh projects. From 10 lakh project basically they are going to create 100 crore child and their ideas, their task, whatever thing basically they are going to do. So you can just imagine basically how the creation, and that is basically future creation, and this is going to happen. If world will end also na, then also this 100 crore child is going to get birth. 100 crore child जन्म लेंगे ही, that is basically in Hindi basically, and English that is 100 crore child is going to get birth, whether the world will end also, then also basically. So one of the person told that what is basically that. So few people told that that was Chennai basically. So you can just imagine basically how the chain has generated. So 10 crore projects are basically going to create from the lava data, and 100 crore child is going to happen. And even basically the world will end na basically. Then also this 100 crore child will going to take birth, which is done by the current earth planet generation, which is already done by the software companies. And they have dumped the human needs also basically. So few people told that basically the currently basically which ideas you are getting currently, the child basically which you have created, child basically got birth, they basically done some marriage, they basically got some birth, this everything basically was dumped by whom basically, that basically you have the data basically Sunil. Then satellite group told that basically don't worry basically we have the data basically. That was actually long before the earth planet basically few generation was ended. That time basically the earth only basically was ended. That from that basically generation, they have basically dumped certain level of lavas inside. From that lava basically you all have got birth basically. You don't worry, we have the data basically. Satellite group actually told that basically. So you can just imagine basically how the connections are. So satellite groups are keeping each and every information. So you can just imagine it. So one of the person told that here basically we are not taking about personal basically, that police department is not helping, chief minister groups are not helping, prime minister groups are not helping, the Congress party is not helping, BJP is not helping. That is basically not the topic. The companies are not helping. That is basically not the topic basically. Currently topic is what? 10 crore project basically is going to come. 100 crore basically child going to happen, and that is connected directly with the satellites. And our topic is what? Sunil Arnar basically searching for job, and this is just chief minister which is of Gujarat. He basically has done complaint to this person, and this person basically has done nothing basically. So he is telling that basically what we can do here basically. Then basically how you are running the state. If he can do, he is basically prime minister of India. If we complain to him, basically he will say that basically what we can do. Then basically how you are running India basically. If you can't basically give one job to one person basically, then how you are running the India basically. That basically is the question basically. We're not able to believe that basically. If one person basically is not able to get, and these groups basically are not able to generate one job for one Sumila Nair basically, then how they might be running the India basically, yeah, basically. That is question na, basically. If you will do something basically against this group basically, they attacks your house basically, and they will say that basically how you told bad about prime minister, how you told bad about the Gujarat chief minister. All Gujarati basically will come out basically and say that basically why you are told like this basically of Gujarati person basically. So just imagine basically. They will not send Gujarati music. They will send Bihari people. They will send Madhya Pradesh people. They will send the UP people. But they will not come front. Why? Because they know everything. This everything. Because whatever activities you are doing, basically, according to that, energies are getting generated. So they will not do directly because they know this everything basically. 100 crore child is going to generate, 10 crore projects basically is going to generate from this lava. This is each and everything. So Gujaratis are basically very smart basically. That basically I want to say. Few people say that think positive. Who is the chief minister of Gujarat? So think positive. Now, so few people say that a chief minister, everybody basically are playing the role basically, yeah, of some group basically. So that basically came into picture basically. Role means you want to say the Bollywood group basically. Bollywood groups, they basically only plays the role na basically. So you want to say that Bollywood groups resources are this or people basically. The things connected here basically. That basically it's rubbish thing na basically. People basically tells each whatever thing basically they say, everything basically would be correct basically. That is also thing. Few people says ये तो role अदा कर. So you can just able to imagine currently what the topic is ongoing. So you can just imagine basically what is the thing basically currently ongoing. So in next video basically we are going to see little bit more about this topic, that is political parties, then the companies. Few people says that companies basically are doing what here basically. Political people basically are in previous video basically you told that basically political people are basically doing very hard work. They are doing hard work, they are doing their task, but they are not basically helping Sunil Arnaya. That is the concern basically. That is the question basically. They are doing their task. They are basically moving in red batti car. Why? Because they are doing up to this level task basically. That is what 10 crore projects basically they have generated. In future basically 10 crore project basically they are people basically are going to do. That is next generation. 100 crore child basically is going to take birth. Next generation. According to the task basically the ideas are going to connect. Next generation. Human needs are going to generate for the 100 crore child. Next generation. So everything basically government is telling that we are basically doing everything we are doing as for next generation. What about the current generation which is ongoing basically? For that basically who anybody is doing anything. So that is also a question basically. So if you do complain to police, to Vadodara police, Bangalore police, Mumbai police, they will say that bhai chu mar ja bhai mar ja. Sunil Nair you die basically. That basically that is the answer of police department basically. Sunil you die basically yeah basically. That only you do basically. So currently what is that basically? Currently 10 crore project basically is going to generate in future 100 crore child is going to happen. Ideas are going to create from the particular task which that child is going to do 100 crore, and human generation basically which is going to happen for 100 crore child. This everything is going to happen and which is dumped inside the land basically. So one of the person wrote that where is that land basically. So that is basically we are here basically we have taken the example of Mumbai. In Mumbai the entire data basically is dumped. So one of the person told that what is basically the next generation basically where all data basically are dumped inside the land. Do you have the list of that land areas where basically the entire datas are dumped for the next generation? So in next video basically we are going to see that map basically where the all the next generation data are dumped.